What's the Dirt quietly takes the L for Drake in his fake Tupac chain. What up, words? Your boy Charles Brown back again talking facts. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell. Keep sending those cash apps to CLBMG. Join the membership gang. This is what it's like when you jump head first into a side that is the wrong side. What's the Dirt is learning in real time. He picked the wrong side and there's nothing he can do now, gang. He's in too deep. I don't know when it kicked in. I don't know what happened, but at some point, What's the Dirt decided to hitch his whole basket to Drake, which is at this point one of the worst. I don't know how these guys could even be fans of this guy at this point. If I was a diehard Drake fan, I would probably maybe I don't know, like move out of state and just try to reinvent myself and stay off the internet. I don't know how they do it every day, because this was the worst out of all of the failures, and it's been many, of Drake this last year. This may have been the worst, most public, even beyond the battle, because the battle is a battle. People win, people lose. Everything he's done after this battle has been a disaster. But I think this one right here, even the lawsuit, this may be even worse. Because the lawsuit, they can kind of flip it. They've been flipping it and bouncing it and trying to make it work for a couple months. And we all know the lawsuit is goony google. We know it's bullshit. But they've been able to kind of hold their head up and, you know, kind of keep their shoulders back and stand on business low key and kind of fight a little bit and make it like there's some merit to the lawsuit. And they made it about UMG, the big bad wolf, right? This one, gang, this one is so bad. What the Dirt had to delete his support for it. I saw it because when What's the Dirt got wind of this Tupac thing with the chain and this, that, and the third, what's happening with What's the Dirt? I don't know if you know who What's the Dirt is. He's a YouTuber. What's happening with What's the Dirt is he has decided, since everyone hated him after he did his little 1-2-1-2 with Drake and Kendrick a few months ago, where he counted how many times Drake said the N-word, and he did a couple more fumbles and bumbles, and he got offline, he apologized, and he went at the company man, and he did all these goofy, really weird things, and he was done with his YouTube page. Well, he got the idea one day sitting around, he's like, yo, there's a lot of money I'm missing on YouTube that I'm not on there. And if the Kendrick fans hate me and the Drake fans hate me, maybe I can just choose one side and lean that way. Well, I can't really lean Kendrick. They're not going to accept me. So I'm going to run with Drake because I am from the same stomping grounds as him. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lean all the way in. Mind you, he was already exposing Drake when he was allegedly fair and balanced, right? He has a whole video where Drake is showing how Drake allegedly chases minors, which now somehow, some way, he has put it on private or deleted it altogether. There's quite a few things he's deleted because he's chosen to be a full-on 100% Drake stan, the bubble bath rapper, right? Well, what comes with being a blind stan is blind loyalty and allegiance. And What's the Dirt has done is, before he has all the information, as soon as something, every week Drake bumbles and fumbles, he does something really ridiculous, and we've been documenting it for at least the last year. Ironically, when I used to do Drake videos before the battles, those were my worst videos. I had to stop doing Drake videos because no one would watch them. Now people can't get enough of this shit. So right now, when Drake does something ridiculous and we go to report it, if you're a Drake stan, you have to go blind loyalty. You get your marching papers in the morning. I'm going to stand by this because I know it's true. I know about 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, they have a meeting. It takes about 45 minutes. They roll out today's agenda, whatever they're going to talk about that day, whoever they're going to attack, whatever narrative they're going to spread, because it comes out too even, it comes out too quick at the same time, and it's 10 pages, bang, 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 and they all spread the same narrative. It's very organized, gang. I got to give it to them. But What's the Dirt is now allowed in that chat room. Whatever Zoom call they do to get the narrative out, he's allowed in there. So now he has to take these narratives and spit them as soon as he wakes up. Now, this thing with the Tupac thing, I don't think they had enough time to organize this. So they started running because it hit the ground. As soon as people saw this this pendant that Drake allegedly bought in Copenhagen from this reputable jeweler, right? Who somehow, some way, Tupac's All Eyes on Me chain, the very pendant, I'm sorry, the very pendant that he wore on the All Eyes on Me cover is in Copenhagen, of all places, and this one guy has it. And it has an inscription on the back, All Eyes on You, 1996, right? This is it. Drake is on a streak of losses you've never seen. He decided to take another big loss and buy this chain and flex it. He's over there in Europe. He's trying to do episode 3. This episode 3 gonna be funny, gang. I can't wait for this episode 3. I don't even be watching these things. I skip through them because they're so boring. But this episode 3, I'm guarantee you, he was supposed to put this chain on in episode 3 some kind of way. I don't think you're going to see this Tupac chain no more. I'm just going to be honest. So what happened was he's over there overseas in the European district somewhere, and he decided to hastily snatch up this chain, put a picture up on his Instagram with the jeweler who sold it to him, and holding the Tupac chain. They went nuts on that side, gang. They was like, oh man, this guy is the greatest. He's the GOAT. He snatched up Tupac's chain. He got the essence of Tupac. He's the only one really in the whole rap game with the essence of Tupac. They started to clap their hands and stomp their feet, splashing bubbles all over the place for the bubble bath rapper. And a few reputable guys started to look at the chain, and of course the internet is going to do what they do, right? The internet, they solve murders, gang. Like the internet is they're going to eagle eye this shit. So he made the mistake of holding it up a little too close for motherfuckers to get a picture of it, to get an idea. So they naturally went back to Pac's original pendant and was like, this joint ain't adding up. Not only is it not adding up, it has inscription on the back. They're like, we don't know if any of these pendants having inscriptions on the back. So what they did at that point was decided to start to do some super sleuth stuff, and they realized that this chain was the original one that they were selling back in the day was already purchased before, and this one didn't match that chain. So now that starts to hit the internet, start going like wildfire. It took a few hours, but they started to say that the chain is a knockoff. It's a fake. It's not real. Pac never wore that exact chain because too many discrepancies, right? Too many inconsistencies. So what happens? The Drake narrative starts to come out. Pac had more than one chain. So what's the dirt goes and hits up the jeweler. The jeweler who sold the chain responds immediately. I did a video last night about this. He responds immediately. Oh, I don't know why they're saying this. People don't realize that Tupac had more than one chain, right? So the story is like this. Tupac signed the death row with Suge Knight. Suge Knight started handing out very specific chains to people. Daz, this person, that person. He doubled back, and I'm gonna do a whole nother video on Suge, but he says that he gave Snoop one, started naming all these people he gave one. Snoop didn't want to wear it. He gave Snoop a dog pound, all his foolery. But at the end of the day, those death row chains hit the streets, and you could only get it from Suge Knight himself, right? And he wasn't doing duplicates and triplicates and this, that, and the third. So what happened was this jeweler made up this whole story about the chains are duplicates, and people don't know that. What's the Dirt took a screenshot of this as proof because he doesn't have time to get the story together. He has to get in front of it. It's blind allegiance, blind loyalty. So he screenshotted this response from the jeweler in Copenhagen and put it up. Boom. You guys don't understand. This is the jeweler. He confirms that it's, mind you, this is a random guy just saying, yeah, gang, everything's good. Just yeah, you know, just roll with it. Just go with it. So he screenshots it and puts it up. Somebody else hits up the jeweler. The jeweler tells him basically the same thing. I put it in my other video, right? And when he put that video, when he put that clip up, that I don't follow What's the Dirt, but this stuff comes up all the time, right? So when he put that screenshot up of that interaction, that DM, I went under there and said, it's a good thing that the scammer doesn't tell lies, right? I literally wrote that. I said, it's a good thing that the scammer won't lie, right? And of course, people agreed with me on that. So lo and behold, today, I wanted to see the fallout after the Suge Knight thing and after everything has been said and done. I wanted to see where he was at with this proof. He had proof. He had a screenshot. He put his name on. He slapped it up. He deleted it, gang. This is the one peg. I told you in my video that I did last night. I said the only proof that the chain is real is that the scammer is saying it's real. They have no paperwork. They have nothing. The pictures don't match. The timeline's off. The inscription on the back is wrong. Everything about this chain is off. Everything about this chain is off. It makes no sense. But these Drake fans are calling you every name in the book, calling me every name in the book. They ran with the narrative. See, they got to be fed these narratives. They don't know what to believe. See, their common sense tells them they in their heart, gang, they know what's true. They know what's right. But they can't say that because they got to defend the bubble bath rapper. They don't want all the water to come out of the bubble bath. Because if he gets exposed, then we got to pull the plug on the bubble bath, game over. So they need this bubble bath rapper to still be number one. They need everything he does to be great and awesome and cool. Right? So they got the marching orders. There's more than one chain. They have no proof of this. You've never seen Pac with all these random chains. But according to these fans, they didn't need no hard evidence. They were told from the top up. And right now, the most vocal one online, outside of, a couple stan pages, the biggest Drake stan of all right now, it's What's the Dirt. Because he has 380,000 subscribers or something crazy on YouTube. His reach is long. So when he speaks, they got to listen and pay attention. So he spoke. He said that the jeweler, he heard it from the jeweler himself, that the chain is a duplicate, right? Tupac had more than one chain. God, this gang, this guy is good. This hustler, this scammer over in Copenhagen, this guy's good, gang. He didn't miss a beat. He was like, yeah, so about that chain, yeah, it's more than one. It's a couple of them out there. You didn't know? I knew. Everybody know. I bet you didn't tell Drake that shit when Drake spent $500,000. Did he spend $500,000 on this chain, gang? The real chain sold, the real chain that's supposed to be from Suge and Reggie Wright Jr., the real chain only went for $100,000, right? This guy got Drake for $500K. Process that. He saw Drake coming a mile away. Drake got the old Hollywood shuffle. He hit this dude with, I'm going to call it the Copenhagen shuffle. Because he hit this dude like, yeah, son, listen, you about to be the GOAT in this. This look good. He holding up to his neck. This look good on you. Oh, man, look in the mirror. Just look, take a look at it. Don't that look good on you? Look at, hey, look how it shine. Look at the back. Like, look at the sparkle. Look at it. Look good on you. It match your eyes. He hitting Drake with all the shit. Boom, boom, boom. Drake was like this. Let me go hand me my book bag. Like Drake on his bag. Write the check. Bang. $500K. This dude was like this. He kissed the check. Oh, my God. I can't believe he took the picture with him, shook his hand. He said, no take backs. He said, ain't no refunds, gang. So, naturally, What's the Dirt had to ride with this no matter what. But as people started to pluck holes in the story, like myself, I'm like, first of all, you paid $500,000 for a copy? You don't even know how many copies exist, and you paid $500,000? If this guy's telling you this is a copy, the value should be way less than this. He sold it to you as one of a kind. This is Tupac's chain, a pendant that he wore on the cover. You can't wear 2 or 3 on the cover. It's only one. It's only one that's on the cover of All Eyes on Me. You can't tell me that it's the original or it's the only one, and then you come back and tell me after I pay for it that it's mad copies. He said literally in the DM, the jeweler says nobody really knows how many copies. What? You can't authenticate how many copies? Right there is a red flag, but Drake not thinking clearly, gang. Drake is spiraling bad. Drake is in family court. Drake's all over the place. So he's not thinking, he's just thinking, yeah, wait till Kenny see this. He hated when I got that ring. Wait till he see this. And you guys are saying, yo, he got the money to blow. No one wants to lose $500,000, gang. Especially like a fool. I can see if he did a 3-card Molly game, just him and a dude on a street corner, and he got him for a ticket like that, and nobody know. That's one thing. Everybody knows. Not only that, his fans spent the better part of a whole day and a half defending this nonsense. So now we all know that Suge Knight came out and said that it's no way that that's the chain because for one, he gave Tupac the chain off his own neck. And for two, it ain't have nothing on the back. He never wrote nothing, never inscribed none of the chains. So the chain is an outright 100% fake. And Drake spent $500,000 on it. And What's the Dirt had to come to his senses, and he deleted all of his support for the chain. He got one picture up there talking about, it was an old picture that he put up when Drake first bought the chain, and he was like, "Oh, the chain is back in Canada," or some goofy shit he left. But he left that picture up because that picture's not saying that the chain is real or fake or nothing like that. So he left that. But all the other stuff in regards, because remember, he was going off. He was going at everybody about this chain for hours. Deleted all that shit. So he folded up, right? And it's the thing. All these guys are left out here to hang. Drake isn't defending none of this shit. He sent these guys out on dummy missions. Remember he sent academics on that dummy mission telling everybody that the damn thing was fake, that the boy told me it's a fake. Remember when they had that that screen recording of Drake and the academics TV. Bro went and hacked in there, and he's scrolling up, showing all the conversations between Drake and academics TV for over a year, right? He sent academic, he hit up academics because academics is a fool. And academics don't realize he's being used for crash out missions. He don't give this dude nothing. I got a video coming about that. Another one, yet another one. But he don't do nothing with him. He don't show him no kind of love. But he sent him out on a dummy mission. And he sent Act to go out and say, it's all lies. And within hours, it was proven to not be lies whatsoever. It was all true, right? It was all true. But he sent Act on a dummy mission. I wouldn't be surprised if he sent What's the Dirt on this dummy mission. And What's the Dirt had enough common sense to be like, you know what? I'm going to get out of this while I can. This ain't working out. This is clearly not the real chain, right? I'm looking dumber. Drake not even nowhere to be found. He hasn't said one word about this. He's not defending himself. So I'm out here catching all these bullets and all these strays. I'm going to go ahead and go back to making me some videos and moving on with this. He has completely shut down all of the convo. He's not talking about it no more. So now What the Dirt, he got the whole, you know, the sweater that Drake wore with all the smoke, the bullet hole smoke coming out. Well, now I guess What's the Dirt got one of them hoodies with all the smoke coming out. Because he got shot up by a lot of people. People was like, bro, come on, bro. Come on. This is no way you're still at this. And the Drake fans, it's like getting sad, gang, because they go all off 2-3 hours straight, calling everyone dumb. This guy almost guaranteed, everything he does is almost guaranteed to be a fumble and a fail. But they gotta go 8, 9, 10 hours, sometimes 2-3 days, spinning the most ridiculous narratives that make no sense. But they got to spin these narratives and get all indignant and ignorant and obnoxious, and then it fizzles out because it's usually wrong. And they don't get no refund or nothing for all their time or nothing. These guys just spin their wheels, look dumb as hell, crash out, and then they got to go back to their works and go back to their places of business and just try to live the normal life all over again. It's like, gang, they look silly as hell. And it doesn't even matter because they'll do the shit again tomorrow and the next day. And this guy Drake has no accountability. So What's the Dirt? At the end of the day, What's the Dirt realized I messed up. Drake left me out to dry. The chain is clearly fake. I am going to delete all of my communications in regards to this chain. And that's what he's done. So he fell on the sword. He stopped the bleeding and he gave up. There is no more talk of this chain. The chain is clearly, in every single possible way, a fake. I'm going to leave it at that, man. Let me know what you think in the comments. CLBMG. Listen, man, head on over to black-yeti.com. Let them know who sent you. All right, they got all kind of flavors. They ship all over the continental U.S. Every Wednesday night, we go live on The What Show. Me, TJ, and Fliz, and we will be talking about this. Tap in about 9:15, gang. I'm going to catch y'all on that flip side. Peace.
Look, mission impossible to drop a few lines without dropping old times when Southern Hill was still a gold mine. When pistol grips was my shit and I sold mine. When Alias was not a show and they told mine. Elevate your mind with high quality THC infused products. BlackYeti.com. Black-Yeti.com.
CLB.
Get my coat, get my sheepskin, grab my wallet, get my pocket knife, and get that hat right there. We out. Grab my pocket knife too. Let's go. When I first came to the city, niggas didn't believe me. I just wanted to join a team and throw assist pass easily. 6 man off the bench, alley-oop pass freely. Suit up for one game and hope a scout might see me. But nah, niggas is greedy, wasn't rocking with him. Unplugged the scoreboard, put a lock on the gym. Told me to power forward, point guard at the rim. And left me with no center and a ball full of phlegm. Not knowing that I'm a dog, a Rottweiler within, with the heart of a pit bull that don't bark for pretend. My bites cut deep, break the bone and the skin, with the level of hustlenomics you do not comprehend. So first I took a block down on the west side end, and then secured a spot with some goons and some kin, and then sent out some flyers, let the games begin. And in 6 months time, the city like that's him. Oh,